Good evening. Welcome to the latest edition of Storm Report Live. We are presented by the Pharmacy of Bennington and Manchester, JC Tractor, Coggins Ford, and Ramunto's of North Adams. What's up, Adam?
Too bad. You gotta get all those right. All the sponsors. You got a bunch of sponsors now.
Yeah, it's coming together, and we're also joined with, I guess you could say, new Storm player Raquan Sanders, and we should have Marquis Caulton on here in a minute, hopefully. I lost you there, Adam. I don't know where he went, but you still there, Adam?
Yes.
Oh. Well, anyway, there he is.
I had to kick a dog out, so I could do this without being.
That's all right. So, let's get right into it. So, what do you got for me, Adam?
All right. We had our first workout on Saturday. About 30 guys coming out to the field house in Canaan, New York. I thought it was tremendous. I got a chance to work with some of the linemen. We have a great group already. I can already tell. Recap from your side. So what do you think of the workout and the fact that we got a really huge chunk of the guys to come down?
I think it was great. I got a chance to meet Raquan, who's up in my top right corner, which was very happy to see him. I think he's going to make a big impact this year. I was singing his praises almost immediately. Yeah, like for real. It went really well. I mean, Caden, new wide receiver, we found that he's as fast as advertised. I mean, he ran a 4.262 and a 3-cone shuttle. A lot of just really good energy. Just a lot of picking each other up, and we're looking forward to kind of build towards the one we're going to do here on April 23rd. So I'm excited for that. Oh, you're muted there, Adam.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I think we've decided that there will be a 40-yard dash on the 23rd of April. So, and hopefully we're outside. So bring your cleats because you're going to need it.
Yeah, we're going to be on grass. So everybody's going to run sub-5s, hopefully.
Right.
It's going to be tough. What's up, Marquis?
I'm running above 5.
So so I guess the other piece of business is some league news that I'll share with you guys. I don't know if you saw, but there's a new team out of Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Raptors. They were I think put in today officially. I think they were voted on this past Saturday. So they're out of Rhode Island. They're a new team, so we're looking forward. I think they're actually going to be on our schedule this year. We do have a preliminary schedule that I'm going to share with the guys probably tonight or tomorrow. So things are coming together. I mean, there's going to be 2 divisions this year, upper and lower division. So it's all coming together well, and looking forward to get to that as well. So,
and then the other, so April 23rd is going to be the next workout. Time TBA. It's still a little up in the air on the time of exactly when it's going to be, I think.
Yeah, we're looking at 5. It might be 4, but right now we're going to stick with 5. I'm trying to I have an idea of what I like to do if I do move it to 4, but I got to keep that with me right now. But try to do something fun for the guys.
Yep. And then May 12 is the first official practice. Should be at Lower Willow Park again, I believe. So put it on your calendars. I don't know how many days it is, but I'm sure somebody out there is counting. I can guarantee I'll get a message that says, I have 3 days. May 12. Then what's the first game on the schedule? Actually, what day is the first game?
The first official. The first regular season game is July 16th. The preliminary schedule has us home on the 16th. But that's what it is. It's preliminary. I don't really want to put out exactly who it's against or all that stuff until we really know. But I will share it with the guys so at least they can kind of get an idea of what we're up against.
That makes sense. Yeah, make sure it's finalized. Everything's got all the ducks are in the row for Tom, Teresi, and the rest of the NFL.
I don't really see it changing much, but until it's finalized, I don't want to make it a thing because before you know it, it gets published, and then there's stuff that's on paper, and we got to redo it. So
right,
been down that path before.
That makes sense. See, bang, Todd has it. 51
See,
days.
somebody's counting.
I knew it immediately. Yes. But yeah, so I thought, things are going well. Things are full steam ahead.
Mm.
This tornado storm is, I don't know. Tornadoes are bad because they were down in Texas. Okay, whatever. But we're steaming right along right to the first day. And the guy on your right and on my team, he's above me, Ray, and he's going to be an issue. I noticed that immediately on Saturday during our flag game. Welcome to our little process here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Lots of flexes. I like that. So, tell me a little bit about, when you started playing football, how you kind of got involved in, a little bit of, where you played in high school, that kind of thing, just to get people to know who you are.
No, yeah. Raquan, I go by Ray. I started playing football modified probably 8th grade was my first time playing. I really just started doing it because I was bored. I was a basketball player. Like I played football like with people in my hood where I grew up, but I never really got that organization with it. So I kind of just jumped on it then, went to Schenectady High School, like definitely stood out, learned a little bit more than I did because like I was horrible at first. Like my first my first time ever playing football, I couldn't tackle. I was just athletic. So like as I got through high school, I started to learn the game a little bit more. Played a year at Hudson Valley, won a chip there in 04, 05. I started to really understand the concept of a D lineman because I played nose tackle. I was played in a true 3-4 defense, so I had to understand a little bit more about my position and the importance of being that anchor nose tackle. So took a break, probably 5 years. I ended up in Glens Falls, played up there for probably about 8-9 years. I loved it. I loved the sport up there. The people up there are kind of great. Like my coach, rest in peace, Paul Hollenbeck, was a big influence to me. Like he really kept me, like he was that coach I like, because I know some players talk about it, but I like to be chastised. I like to see somebody like really tell me, hey bro, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, because I know sometimes people think, oh, I'm perfect at what I do. No, I'm that type of person. Like if you see me doing something, I need to know, because I know I'm not perfect. I just play the game the best of my ability and try to make plays. That's one of the things I do. Like I'm not that type of person that's always trying to get the sack. I teach my players on the field just as much as I learn off the field with a lot of the coaches and stuff like that. So because of the break with Troy, I started in Troy. I did a little bit of there, probably 2 years, and unfortunately, Dad had to go with standby. So I heard about Southern Vermont. I kind of really wanted to come out here because I heard the conference is kind of stagnant. Like they got good people out here, like especially the New England conference. I heard they was pretty good. So I just like a challenge. Like I like to be challenged. That kind of keeps me playing the game. I'm 36 years old. I like this. I like the challenge. It keeps me going. So yeah.
You talk about your coach, and a lot of times we talk about it and it's like, okay, coach when you were growing up or your high school coach or whatever, but you're talking about somebody when you were an adult already. Just talk a little bit about, you just said kind of a little bit about it, but I want you to elaborate a little bit just on, why, again, as an adult, it's like, okay, there's a different relationship there. Talk about how he was able to kind of be that person for you, even though you were already an adult at that point.
Like I said, I took a break from football from Hudson Valley, and like when I first went up to Glens Falls, it was like I said, I never been to Glens Falls ever, probably like once, and it was just like he was probably the first person I met, and it was just like that natural, like he's genuine. He was a very genuine guy. Like I said, he loved me and I loved him, but he sometimes be like, Quan, I gotta know you messing up. And like I really took to that because of the father figure. Like he was really that dude that really kept me grounded as far as like when I seen myself getting too big, he would definitely pull me back down and let me know like, hey, you definitely need to work on this because you could have made this play, but you was too busy doing this. So like I said, just being that authority and that figure, I definitely appreciated him a lot.
Now, Marquis, I kind of want to kind of pull you in here as well. So can you kind of explain, or not explain, but kind of chart out your football journey, for lack of a better phrase, very similar to, what Ray had kind of filled us in with?
Yeah, I say I started playing football in fourth grade for the 5A South Hawkeyes, which is like a team out in Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
Then I made my way to high school, and I went to Springfield Central High School. We
Mm-hmm.
actually got we're actually getting on the map now. The quarterback that's
Yes,
graduating
big
next
time.
year,
Yeah.
it just committed to Nebraska.
Oh no shit.
Wow.
So they're and then another one of my friends is his cousin is playing at Syracuse now as a true freshman, going into
Is
his
that
sophomore
Lockett?
year. So
Lockett, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So Terry Lockett's playing over in Syracuse. So I played with Sean pretty much. We were rivals at one point in time. Then we played together in high school. Then we both went to the same college. We went to AIC in Springfield. We
Mm-hmm.
played together there. Then we played with another team out of Springfield, which are the PVK, the Pioneer Valley Knights. We played with them for a year, and then I went back to school and went back to Fitchburg State, played
Mm-hmm.
football there. I played, honestly, I played every position at that school pretty much. I went in trying to play linebacker. They moved me to D line. From D line, I decided to make the switch to offense, was playing
Mm-hmm.
B back / tight end. Then they moved me to center during camp because our center got a concussion. I
Man.
was like, Coach, I can understand I can snap the ball, but I don't think a 220-pound center is going to do anything about against a nose guard. So I was like, once he's back healthy, can I go back to running back / fullback and everything? He's like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Then they moved me back to defense because our D line was just crumbling.
Yep.
And then I took some time off. Then I went and played with the Marauders out in Keene.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good experience. Great guys out there. They're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played 2 games with y'all. I think it was the 2019 season.
2020, yeah, up there in Keene,
2020.
of all places.
Yeah, up in Keene.
Yep.
Back in Keene. So
Yep.
I played with y'all. I liked the team. I felt like it was a family and everything. So I thought it was dope. So I decided to come back and play.
I'm glad you did. It's been a wild couple of years, man.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like every time we do one of these, we talk about last year, and I'm not sure how constructive that is, but I think it certainly has.
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Yep.
We're not talking about last year anymore. We already had our first
Yeah,
workout. We're on to this
exactly.
year.
Fine with me. All I was gonna say was I wasn't gonna dwell on the past, other than I think it's really lit a fire under everybody's ass, and that's all I was gonna say.
Agreed.
That's all I was gonna say. I don't want to go into that because that's old history. That's last year's team, and it is what it is.
You've been, I mean, so your football history is like a little longer than most, and a lot all over the place as most.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask something similar to what I asked. You know, he talked about his coach up at in the green with the Green Jackets as kind of a mentor. What's one of yours? Like just somebody that you like got behind, or was like, you know, looked at them as a father figure or a mentor figure as it comes to football.
Honestly, growing up, most of my youth years, my dad was my coach.
Okay.
So at practice, if I dropped a pass, he was like in front of the whole team, okay, you're not eating tonight. And then he would pull me to the side, yeah, you eat. You'll be all right. But like him, and then I had another coach, his name was Dave Zukowitz. He was one of my youth coaches. And then my head coach over at Central, he was a great guy. He just got promoted to the D-lines coach over at UMass. And then another one of my youth coaches, his name is Ed Whitley. And now he's doing big things with other sports back home in Springfield. Like he has a wrestling team. He has a football team. His son actually just did the pro day for Holy Cross. So he's always been there for me, and he's always like pushing me through like to my limits. And same with my dad and Coach Zook, as well as Coach Brower. So they've always pushed me. They were great mentors because honestly, I'm not that big. So I'm only a 5'8" linebacker. So most people see that, they're like, yeah, he ain't gonna really do much. So they just taught me just use my size to my advantage and like staying low. So I just used it, and where having my dad as my coach, since I was short, he was like, you're short, you're not that tall, you're not that fast either. So you got to be strong some way, somehow. So
He's got to
when
let
he
you eat,
pushed me,
maybe get faster.
yeah, exactly. No, I'm not getting any faster than what I am. I think I'm getting slower. So I got to make up with that with strength. So I got
Yeah,
to do what I have to do.
that's why I love that question. When I asked a lot of the guys on here kind of about their journey in football, and they're all different. And it's like like you said, it's for some it's your dad or coach or whatever, and it's like we all play this game and we all have people we looked at like, hey, this is a big thing. So I just that's why I love those asking those questions because I love those stories. I guess so. Tell me a little bit about the Summit Pro. You said you did a little bit for the Marauders, a little bit here, 2019.
Yeah.
Just talk about coming back to the Storm and just making that kind of home for right now.
Oh yeah, I'm staying with the Storm. It was a great team. Like I appreciate everybody on the team. Like we had our ups and downs, but we knew when we stuck together, like we did what we had to do against teams and everything. That's just pretty much all we had to do. We had some injuries and everything, but we bounced back. People were able to fill in, which was great. So it's like as long as we stayed as a unit, we did make things work. So that's what I'm trying to bring back to the team as well, as like making sure we all stay as a unit and work together, because the only person that can really beat us is ourselves, and that's how we'll lose most games if we beat ourselves, arguing and everything like that and down talking each other. It's all about lifting each other up. We make a bad play, get up, get your ass up, and keep going. I'm sorry, kids, if you're watching this, but
No, that's a fact.
It's PG. We're doing PG here, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's all about getting up and continuing. Honestly, like everybody gets their bumps and bruises. It's just how you take them and continue fight on for your team.
Now, Ray, you're able to make it out to the this workout this past Saturday. What were your initial thoughts? Like what was your takeaway from kind of I guess ultimately introducing yourself to the guys there and what you see going forward?
I guess with a lot, I seen a lot of people was there, so that also shows that a lot of people are committed to actually wanting to play. So that was kind of one of the positive things I like, because sometimes you get these teams where people say, I'm committed, but
100%.
usually people don't show out. Yeah. So I think that was probably one of the best things I could take from that, is like the actual commitment of people actually wanting to be there.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. We kind of touched on it, a few minutes ago, but even when I started to go down, a road that I didn't want to go down, but it just seems as though that everybody has a renewed focus. It's exciting. I know that everybody's working. I know Marquis is working. I know I know Ray's working. I'm just really excited to see where this all kind of goes.
No, yeah, I'm excited too. Like I said, I like to play on new teams, especially like I think this team could go far, especially with the people that I know that's coming. Like I'm kind of excited to wait and see what's gonna happen this season.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun because I mean, Marquis, honestly, forgive me for not knowing how old you are, but you have a lot of experience. Ray has a lot of experience. There's guys like Caden, and I keep saying his name, but he's what, 20 Adam maybe
22. No,
okay,
hold on, 23 maybe, somewhere in there. And we got a couple of linemen, the couple of the Burton kids there, Dustin Joseph,
yeah, so
David Keys. They're 19. I think they're both 19, maybe 20.
Yeah, and they're they're gonna have good leadership with like Ray and Marquis, and the list goes on and on. I think it's a really special time to be on the Storm. I really, really do, because we've had teams over the last few years, and Marquis can attest to this. And let's think about it. Other than Jalen Hill, we really haven't had a lot of young guys. So being able to have the experience that we have and having the kind of talent that we do with young kids, I think everybody has something to prove, and I think it's going to be a really, really good time this year. I really do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to go perfectly, but I think there's going to be a ton of growth. Because honestly, I mean, Ray and Marquis, both of you have played long enough to know that like what you are week one doesn't mean anything. You got to grow week over week, and I think we can do that.
No, yeah, I definitely. When I played for Hudson Valley, we actually started like 0-2, and then won all of our games. Went to Erie, won a championship. So Like I said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And definitely, if I think
100%.
if we come together with the experience in the youth, like I said, we can definitely teach a lot of these young cats how to really make plays and like not just to talk down, but just to really like pick them up and make them feel confident.
No, without a doubt. You can go ahead, Adam. I just had a follow-up question for Marquis, but you can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
I've
Marquis.
been on Zooms for like 4 hours today. I'm probably like captain anyway. Sorry, guys.
Technically speaking, this is Marquis. Technically speaking, this is your third season participating, with the team. I know it's a hard question to answer, but I always like to ask it for guys that have been here for a decent amount of time. What do you see the big difference from where we were then to where we are now in the time that you've been on the team?
Well, one, like you said, we have a lot of young players, not a bunch of old cats playing. But hey, the older, they still have all the wisdom and everything. Like they use their technique instead, but now we also have like talent as well. But now we just gotta teach the young ones how to go use their talent with technique as well to progress and grow, because that's the only way you're gonna get better. And it's hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard.
100%.
So
100%.
That's literally much.
He sounds like a motivational poster.
Oh yeah.
I think I have. I think I did post in the group this year.
You did. I remember that. That was a saying that my coaches always said to me, growing up, because like I said, I wasn't always the biggest kid, so it's like I had to work 10 times harder than those with like the natural size and ability and everything like that. So it just made me push myself even more. So if I could bring that to the table and teach the young people as well as bring it to the older ones too, because no matter how old you get, if you want to continue playing the game you love, you're going to do what you got to do to play that game. So it's all about being unified and coaching each other. Like even it's just saying like, all right, your drop step was a little bit too much, your extended foot or something. It's just like, or you bucket stepped on your read. So it's like no matter who it is, like it's all about growth and teaching each other like the correct way.
So you said you played all over the place.
Go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
You said you played all over the place. You played linebacker, all over the place. Was there a specific point where linebacker was where you wanted to be, or is it kind of like, you got different places and you're like, well, I like this because I can go and, sack quarterbacks and make tackles.
Yeah. Honestly, I've always played middle. I love middle. I don't mind playing outside as well. That's where I played this past season. I actually played corner for a couple snaps.
Yes, you did.
The second game. So we were a man short, so I just ran on. But I just rather go downhill and hit the first person I see. If I take out that first blocker, somebody is going to come up and clean up. Now it's just trusting my teammates if I do that. And which I have trust in them, so I know somebody will be coming behind me once I finish that block.
Well, this is good then. We'll have Ray leading away on the defensive line, taking out 2 offensive linemen. You can go in there and just make your play. That's fine. Hey, I like the sound of that.
Oh, I like the hit. Speaking of that, Coach Sip, I need my helmet repainted.
Yeah, I know. We got to get that done because that thing went from looking pretty good to looking 10 years old in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take long. Now, Ray, obviously you have a ton of experience. You've been around the block for lack of a better phrase. As somebody being
old, Ray.
Hey, dude, I'm 2 years older than him, and you're 2 years older than me. So
I know.
there's a hierarchy here.
I said it's not the age, it's how you feel.
There you go. Go ahead,
100%. And honestly, like so being a veteran, if you were to have, one phrase, one word, words of wisdom that you could pass down to a young player, what's your best advice for them?
Just effort. Like, I think a lot of people take for granted, like, effort. Like, you can talk it, but you have to put in that work. Like, I work out every day. I kind of push myself to be not too much out of shape and stay stay ready. So it's all about the effort, especially if you're going to be out there playing. Like, I'm not that dude that goes 50%. Like I try to keep myself from going 100 all the time because I'm that type of person. Like, if you're going to be out there, we're going to do this 100. So it's all about effort. If you come with that mentality, like not knowing everything, but you're going to put forth the effort to try to be better, then I think that'll be the best for everybody.
No, I agree. And I think the other thing is too, is like, it kind of goes hand in hand is, make the most of whatever opportunity you're given.
No, yeah, trust me. I started, like, when I was in high school, I was an offensive guy. Like, I played tight end. I was a fullback. I wanted to score touchdowns. That was me. But I got humbled when I got to Hudson Valley. The guy said, "Listen, I'm pulling you to the nose tackle, and I need you to be about 300." And so I was like, okay. I put forth that effort. He helped me. He pushed me, and I was pretty good at playing nose tackle because, like I said, I got to understand the game a little bit more because I was focused on one position instead of multiple.
I love the fact that, when the forum was first formed back in 2006, and even when I played in 2012, like, it was, a lot of it was the weekend warrior kind of guys, and obviously we still have, guys have jobs, guys have families, they have their whole thing. But it seems like it's more now where it's like a lot of the guys are at this we have this time, played in, whether it's college, like Hudson Valley, or, guys that have played for a while for other semi-pro, Glens Falls, Troy, the Marauders, whatever. We have just that much more experience in that situation. So when there's a big moment in a game, we're going to be like, we've seen it, been there, done that. And I think that's going to be huge for us if we're in a close game. And that's for both of you guys. I mean, that's just not for Ray, but
the easiest part is when you're winning, everybody's gonna be happy, right? Everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's
should
gonna
be, at least.
But it's that part when a play goes wrong and you start seeing yourself getting down and your players like this. That's the part that really makes it more like you can't, like my man said, you got to pick them up because by you downing that player, you're just hurting them. You're not really helping them by downing them. So like in the play, we just got to make sure we big everybody up, focused on, like I said, effort. That's all we got to do. We put forth the effort and we play hard. We will win a lot of games this year. I can't see us losing unless we hurt ourselves.
No, I agree. And like, the kind of build off of Adam's, remarks is like, I mean, even like I said, I mean, like we've as an organ, honestly, even as a league, like the amount of, I mean, Marquis can attest to this too. I mean, even his first couple of years with the Marauders, like, can you believe how much better the talent is in this league? I know I can't.
It's changed
completely.
It's changed. People are coming from everywhere now, honestly.
Yep.
And it's like you have teams like the Wildcats and team like the Bears and everything like that, and the team's always changing. Everybody's recruiting just like we are, so talent's gonna come, and it's just how we adapt to it and use our own abilities against theirs to win a game.
No, I agree, man. It's a crazy time. It's a good time, but we'll start moving towards the beginning here, and we're gonna start wrapping this thing up. But we're gonna have hopefully some more announcements here coming up soon. In terms of we have the workout April 23rd, and then hopefully soon I'll be able to kind of let you guys know what we're gonna do in terms of a preseason matchup. There's a couple ideas rolling around, but now that I know tentatively what the divisions look like, now I know who to reach out to. So hopefully that'll start picking up some pace soon, and we're looking at sometime in June to have a preseason game one way or the other. So before you know it, it's going to be here, and there's no turning back, man.
Yeah, it's 51 days. Todd told us it's 51 days till May 12th. Yeah. He was right on top of it.
Yep. No, I'm not surprised. Todd's pretty prepared. He doesn't let much get by him. So
no,
I want to thank you guys.
I'm looking forward to the next workout. This one on Saturday was awesome, so I'm looking forward to the next one.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
so
I got to make sure I'm there this time.
Hey, you got to work, man. It's all good. You let me know what was up. That's all we're looking for is communication, because we definitely can't have what's gone on in the past if we want to be successful. So Not with
All
you,
right.
but you know what I mean in general. So I want to thank Ray and Marquis and Adam for being on tonight, and we'll catch up with everybody soon.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
having
See
me.
you soon.